Greetings, friends. My name is Carson Barlow, and welcome to Humanity 3.0. So I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to have fewer edits, kind of try to open it up a little bit more, just so you can see a little bit more of my authentic self, I suppose. But today I want to share with you a bit of wisdom that I had most recently learned, and just because it's still so fresh in my head. But first, let me give you some context. So when I was 10 years old, I was definitely interested in girls, but I was also interested in getting into the highest kingdom of heaven, and also having that cookie cutter Mormon family as well. So in spite of how much I wanted to date girls, I decided not to date girls until I was 16 years old. And then, even then, I only dated and kissed them until my mission. Now, once I got onto my mission, you're not even allowed to touch girls. Nope, nothing more than just a handshake. And, oh man, there were some good-looking girls in Texas and Louisiana. Oof, let me tell you. Anyway, in spite of all that, I remained faithful to what the commandments were. And when I got home, I went back to dating to find myself a wife. I didn't go anywhere past second base. And I even got in trouble for that too. But of course I had repented, because if I didn't, I wouldn't be able to marry my fiance. And then I had gotten married. And finally was able to have sex. Years down the road, I ended up leaving the church because I felt like that was the right thing to do. And I still do. And a couple of years later, my marriage deteriorated. And so here I was, a 33-year-old man with no sexual experience except for with one person. And it made me angry. And there was so much that I wanted to experience that I didn't get to, because I was following what I thought God wanted me to. And after I had dealt with that anger, I decided, you know what? I may be 33 years old, but at least I'm not 53 years old. I'm gonna get some experience. Let's just say it hadn't been going all that great. I'm a very awkward individual in person. If I'm gonna make a move on you, you already know. And it's all fail. It's embarrassing. It is embarrassing. In fact, a lot of my pursuits at trying to make up for lost time has led me to some rather socially embarrassing situations. And in fact, yesterday seemed to have been pretty much the pinnacle of it. Now, I don't want to get into any details because, again, I'm so freaking embarrassed. But that's where it finally came to a head. I finally was able to understand something. And I finally come to the place where I realized that I need to stop wishing for the years that I had given to the church. I don't know if you've recently left your faith. I don't know if you're thinking about leaving your faith. I don't know if you're happily in your faith. If that's the case, then this probably doesn't really apply to you. But if you're anywhere on my boat, know that you're not alone. Obviously there's other people, other channels that have expressed this. Holy Kool-Aid is definitely a good place to go. But I want to let you know that the anger and the resentment that you have for those lost years, that's okay to feel. It's something that does need to be processed, though. And I just realized that I haven't really been processing it the way that I should. That being the case, I've been able to make quite a few strides already, because that's what I do. But I also want to throw the conversation over to you guys. Are there any of you guys who are going through a similar situation, where you feel like you bemoan the years that you had given up for your religion. Also, I'm wondering if any of you have felt like you've already properly dealt with that, and how did you deal with that? If you have anything to share in the comments, that would be great. And in the meantime, stay classy, my friends.